All right, hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, as always, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Salakia. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule very well and watch for the souls of the elect. And Shalom, peace and blessings to those hopeful elect Akim. They have the fire of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai within inside them, all right? That's preaching and enduring to the best of their abilities, man. And part of that enduring is being out there on the highways and byways, preaching the words of the Lord, man. You know, Salakia, I'm the brother Taziar, I got a brother with me.
Ashia Rakal.
Khan, you know, and that's gonna be the topic, man. It's just, you know, cause I did a video yesterday, you know, speaking about the importance of being on the highways and byways, which is kind of like go to yeah, right here.
The middle one?
No, the bottom one. It was kind of like carrying on over from what we talked about at camp, man. You know, being on the importance of being on the highways and byways, doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
That's right. Hey, and what did Yahweh Shai say to Peter? Told him 3 times, feed my sheep, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't feed the sheep if you ain't out there on them highways and byways, man. You know, you know, you can, you know, through the internet, but the main place of our calling is on the streets, man. You know, it's not to be in a comfortable position, as we stated at camp too. It's not about comfortability, man. It's about being uncomfortable, but doing as you was told, man. And that proves your integrity and that proves the love that you have for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Oh, can you pull up real quick? You could just you could right click right here. I'll do it.
I got something I already got it right for.
Yeah, and then that ICLC that teacher, I think that's Jeremiah 30.
That's the spirit. I was about to pull that up when you started speaking.
Yeah, you know. So that's, man.
You said Jeremiah 20?
30 and 20, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just that, man. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the apostles have laid the foundation down and given us the prime example. No, that's not it.
I'm just typing.
Yeah, it might be Isaiah 30, 20, so like it. But the apostles had laid the foundation down and gave us the platform and are still showing us to this day how to, Isaiah 30, 20, so like it. How to carry about in this truth, man, and the main theme being out there on the highways and byways. So
This is Isaiah 30 and 20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Right, thy eyes shall see thy teachers, you know, and can nobody see you? I mean, you got a wicked individual that say, all right, that means I just put my face on the camera on my videos, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing my sit downs in the house. But nah, that's literally, we're gonna, cause you gotta think like, the internet wasn't always available, man. So how was the word being taught prior to the internet, man? You know, the internet is prophecy, is beautiful. You know, we put our videos on the internet, you know what I'm saying? You know, Psalms 19 chapter, you know. But at the end of the day, people literally see us out there on the highways and byways, man. You know?
Hey, does not the scripture say, let your light shine so before men, that the people that see you, they may glory in the Father? And that's how they glory in the Heavenly Father, to see us out there in all these different conditionings and the different conditions. And when they see us, it's like, damn, it's raining, it's snowing, but they're still out there. They're still out there. You know? And that's how the Heavenly Father gets the glory, man, because we're faithful servants, man.
Because they'll know that they really about what they talking about, man.
Exactly.
They're out there. Anybody can see. A boss can see you. A cult member in itself can see you. Witches, you know, all kind of witches and stuff. You know, out there, and in any given moment they can come through and, you know, shoot us or whatever the hell they want to do, man.
Yeah.
You know, all kind of stuff. That's literally making your body a living sacrifice, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And you don't get that same effect when you're just on a keyboard all day.
Yeah.
You know, you have nothing. You're not experiencing nothing on a damn fucking keyboard, man. You're not live and direct with these demons in their face, telling them that they're going into slavery, man. You're not in Jake's face telling them they need to be getting right while they're sitting there smoking a blunt in your face. Right. You know, you're telling them shit over the keyboard, and that has no value in it, man. If you ain't really about what you about, man.
Yeah.
You know,
highways and byways is the ultimate leap of faith. You get the 20th verse.
Oh, verse 21. It says, "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left."
Right. It says your ears should hear a word behind you. You know, just putting that in a literal perspective. Like ain't nobody gonna hear you if you ain't out there on the highways. You know. Ain't nobody gonna hear what you saying, man. You know. And then Apostle Tahar always mentions like spoke about guys not wanting to show their face. You know what I'm saying? Really showing a lack of faith, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, showing a lack of faith. Yeah, go ahead.
And what does it say in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, man? Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. And where's the streets? That's the agora, the marketplace, man. So there's so many key indicators that telling you where and how we need to be. You know what I'm saying, when we're pushing this word, man, that's out there on those street corners, man. Exactly. First and foremost, man. You know, the videos you upload on the internet from home is secondary to the real work, man, which is hitting those street corners.
Exactly, man. Exactly. The men of the Lord in the ancient world, in ancient times, and you know, leading all the way up until now, has always been in the chief place of concourse, man.
That's
always.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. You want me to get that in James?
Yeah.
This is James 1:22. It says, "Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in the glass."
Right, and then the brothers from Dallas did a live stream out there. The brother out there, Prashad, the elder brother Prashad, was out there with him. And they was basically getting on how, like, you know, we gotta be active, you know what I mean? Always constantly doing something, man. Cause we are living stones, all right? We are bodies of living water, you know? And especially the main thing we're supposed to be doing is out there on the highways and byways, man. When you look up that word doer, it gets into a performer, you know, an author, so on and so forth. And those are all actions, man.
Yeah.
You know, even an author, he has experiences that he goes through within his life, or he might go certain places seeking, you know, certain inspiration for him to be able to create art via the books, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so you gotta be out there, man. You gotta be out there. You know, I'm just saying that because it said you be a doer of the word, man.
Hey, what do the scriptures tell you, man? Hey, let us not love in word and tongue, but in deed and in truth, man. Yeah. Actions, man. We are men of action, man. We're not men of just words. We're men of action, man. You know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, men of action, man. You know, but if you only a hearer, you know, like guys that big up us and stuff, you know, like I mean, everybody likes compliments, all right? We live in a society full of negativity, so it is good to hear compliments. But at the end of the day, you know, we don't want to. You falling into that category of Titus, the 1st chapter. You know, our people profess they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him.
Ezekiel 33rd.
Yep. Ezekiel.
Let's hear what the word is.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a lovely song.
Yeah.
You know, Matthew, where it talks about children is like unto a marketplace.
Yeah.
You got the.
We have harped and you have not danced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Piped unto you. Yep.
You have not lamented, yeah.
So at first he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, the water, you know. But then the same people coming around saying the same thing. Shalom, brother, you know, all that. I mean, that's all right. It's time for you to. Do you really take this word serious or not, man?
Have you noticed that we don't have much cats like that no more? Cause after a while, if you keep talking about shalom and all this, hey, after a while, brothers get on your head like, man, what's up, man? You keep you know what's good, and you ain't doing nothing. You ain't changing your life. Like, why you keep coming around us to more shalom?
Yeah.
Like you ain't making a move to fix yourself. Then hey, man, it's best you even just don't even come around here no more, man.
Yeah, you brother get hot.
Yeah.
Because we out here laboring and you big upping us, but hey, man, if you the best way you can big up us is being right next to us, man. Doing the work.
Doing the work, man.
You know.
Yeah. Reading on, this is verse 24. It says, "For he beholdeth himself, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was."
Yeah, you forget what manner of man you was, man. You know, doing your own thing, man.
Yeah.
Looking at yourself, exalting yourself. Hey, the scripture says, "Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall." Okay, you know, and this truth. Once you hear this word, like we read Isaiah 30 and 20, you hear a word behind it, it said, "This is the way, walk ye in it." It said, "Walk ye in it." You know, it didn't say, "All right, I heard it. That's good enough for me. I know that." Like a lot of these rappers, they know about the truth.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't walk in the ways of the truth, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, walking in it is an action on itself.
Exactly.
For you to make a step towards something, you just made an action. Not just sitting there and just listening and okay, but you on pause and you just standing still. Nah, man, make an action towards it, man. Move. You know? Hey, we're bodies of living water, man. We're not stagnant. We're not on pause, man. We're always moving forward, man.
Oh, Habakkuk 2nd chapter, he say, I mean, you don't gotta grab it.
Okay.
But it say, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. You know, action.
And it's plain too, man. Hey, cause it's plain to those that the mysteries were revealed to, man, which are the servants, the prophets, and we're making it plain to the rest of the people. But yet, as the apostle said, man, hey, we're telling you secrets, and you guys still ain't getting it. He phrased it another way. Apostle DeHart phrased it. We're having secret meetings in public. Yeah. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit.
We're having a secret meeting in this, and we're telling it to you plain as day, but yet it's still the big secret, because hey, only the people who the Heavenly Father endowed with His Spirit are gonna be able to receive and get this, man.
Right. Point blank. Period. You know. You get that verse 25 too.
Okay, verse 25. It says, "But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed."
Hey, the Lord said, by him actions are weighed. You know, meaning. Hey, and then the scriptures, the Lord said He also gonna reward every man according to his work, man.
Exactly.
You know, and the main work is what? The highways and byways, man. It's literally a commandment to go out there and preach to the nation of Israel, man. All right, and also condemning these other nations as well, which is beautiful, man. We love going out there in the streets, man. There's no greater way to show your faith than put yourselves in harm's way to preach righteousness, man. Oh, how beautiful and good are
Psalms 133 and 1?
Yeah. No.
Bring good tidings.
Good tidings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How beautiful are the feet of them that preaches good tidings, man. You know. And it's also the Lord Paul described it as a labor of love, man. Okay. So this is a beautiful thing to be able to You could probably just put good tidings, it might pop up.
Oh shit, it's not gonna pop up now with that dead. That's why I be hating about this joint. You put one wrong.
Yeah, it's over. But yeah, man, it's a blessing to be able to have an able body to go out there in the highways and byways and do the Lord's will, man. All right, yep, there it goes. Romans 10:15.
This is Romans 10:15. And how shall they preach except they be sent? And if it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
Oh, both of them, yeah, because he said, as it is written, man, which proves
that's the first one.
Yeah, which proves that, as a side note, that proves that the Old Testament and the New Testament go hand in hand, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The apostles, the most, Yahweh Shai, Salakia, Yahweh Shai and the apostles, they always reverted back to the so-called Old Testament, man. All right, because when they were actually living, that's what they had. That was the scrolls that they were reading out of, man, the Old Testament. Okay, so that's why I said as it is written, man. Just a side note to, you know, people that
because they consider the Old Testament, New Testament 2 separate books, man.
Right.
But hey, did not Yahweh Shai say he come in the volume of the book, man? You know, that means the whole thing, man. The whole volume, man. That means the Old Testament, New Testament, Apocrypha. He's written in all of it, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so and you can't get around that. He's written in every single portion and volume of the scriptures. He's in it. You know, so yeah, that's one book, man.
Yeah, you can read that 52 and 7 too.
Okay, this is Isaiah 52:7. It says, "How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy power reigneth."
I'm saying unto Zion, thy power reigneth. Not no other nations, not Esau or none of these other nations, man. But hey, that preacheth good, you can look up publishing about.
That's the spirit. I was about to say. That's the spirit, bro.
Yeah, man, that's what we doing, man. All right.
Cause to publish is to bring forth, man, to pronounce, to make a claim. You know, you publishing it. You know,
let's click on tools. Oh yeah, I didn't know you could do that too.
Yeah, you just click it, and then it pop all this joint up. What was it gonna publish it?
Yeah.
Shema. Oh, Shema. That's Shema. Yeah. That's an I. Yep, that is it. Yep. Sometimes I be getting them Taza and the Aya mixed in sometimes.
Yeah.
Taza is a Y too, but it's a little smaller. Yeah, Shema, that means listening. Mm-hmm. That means listen, attention, to perceive. Oh.
Alright.
It says to actually, Salakia. The word is Shema. It comes from the Strong's 8085. H8085, and some of the Bible usage is to hear, listen, obey, to hear, perceive by ear, to hear of or concerning. Mm-hmm. That's basically to hear of or concerning what? The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. To hear, have power to hear.
It said to obey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not no wicked as Illuminati affiliated shit.
Yeah.
But obey meaning obeying Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which us showing that we are obedient unto him is being out there on the streets, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. It says to hear with attention or interest, listen to understand language, to hear of judicial cases, to listen, give heed, to consent, agree, to grant requests, to listen to, yield to obey, be obedient. To be hear,
obedient, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to cause here to there you go, yeah.
There you go. That's it. You seen it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump down for sake of time. It says to cause to hear, tell, proclaim, utter a sound.
Cry loud, spare not.
Yes. Because when you look up that word cry aloud, it means to proclaim the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. And that's what we're crying out loud. The spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai moves us, compels us to push forth his name throughout the world, man.
Yeah, so we out there being heard of these people, man. We're out there telling them, these people, we're telling the nation of Israel in particular, because that's what his word is for anyway. but we're proclaiming, we're uttering a sound, a lovely song.
Mm-hmm.
The instruments, all right, the music, all right, the trumpet being blown.
Con.
You know,
Look, there's this one. Look, it says to proclaim, summon.
yeah.
And we're not summoning the elect to the wedding. As they said, go out there and bid them to the marriage. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, that's what we're doing, man. You've been summoned to this wedding, to this feast.
Yeah. Hey, the sound aloud musical term. That's
Yeah. See, these are the definitions we was looking for right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, but now we gotta get the actual definition. Strong's definition is it says to hear intelligently, often with implication of attention, obedience, etc. What is it? Causatively, to tell, etc. Attentively, call, gather, together, carefully, certainly, consent.
Gather like a fisherman, right? He said gather both fish, good and bad, man. The bad ones is gonna get casted out, but the good ones is the ones that's gonna remain, man. That's our job as fishermen.
Come. It says consent, consider, be content, declare, diligently discern, give ear, cause to, let, to make, hear, hearken, tell, indeed, listen, make a noise, be obedient, obey, perceive, make a proclaim, a proclamation, publish, regard, report, show forth, make a sound, surely tell, understand, whosoever heareth, witness.
He that had an ear, let him hear.
Ooh, with the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
Yeah. You know, all that, man. Tell, understand. You know what I'm saying? And like the Ethiopian eunuch, which was a Jake.
Yeah.
I think it was Philip.
Yep.
When Philip met him, he asked, cause he was reading out of the book of Isaiah.
Understandest thou what thou readest?
Yeah, he said, understand what thou readest. And he said, how can I? At least I have a teacher, man. At least I'll be taught. Which means you gotta have teachers. And the Lord, we read it. The Lord said that I shall see thy teachers. You know. So just that's beautiful definitions, man.
Yeah. Hey, the power of words, man. And this is from the word publisheth.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what brothers is doing, man. We're reporting what was given to us by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You know, that's what publish means, to publish the word, man. Like a news reporter. You know what I'm saying? We're reporting the news of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You know?
Good news, good tidings.
Good tidings that America's gonna be destroyed. Esau and all the rest of these nations are gonna be put back under boot and heel of Israel, Yasharallah, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American and Seminole Indians. You know what I'm saying? That righteousness is gonna prevail over wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the good news, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Peace.
Yeah.
It said something about publishing peace earlier of either it was in the actual verse.
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah.
Khan. It was right. Let me scroll up so you can see it at the top.
Yeah, you just read it again.
Okay, this is Isaiah 52:7. It says, how beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy power man. That's everything I just said. That's the spirit.
That's what it is. Man.
Yeah.
Publishing salvation, and salvation is only for the nation of Israel, by the way. You know, the elect of the nation of Israel.
Khan. Yeah. I'm gonna grab this and
So vocab, you better hope that you are Israelite, man, cause all that scoffing and corniness you doing, man.
Man, fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah, you know you playing with fire. You know?
I hope he ain't an Israelite, man. Cause hey,
time to tell like
he gonna get fucked off, man.
Yeah, man.
Sherlock Holmes, if you I slap that dude, man.
Nah, hey, you know, hey, the Lord don't take scoffing against His word too lightly, man. So, you know, just another side note. But,
this is Luke 12:42, and the Lord said, Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion in meat in due season? That's what brothers are, stewards, man. You know, we were given a task, and that was to properly ration off the portions, make sure that the kids and everybody's fed and everybody's clothed and everybody's doing what they need to be doing, man.
Right. Everything's in order.
Everything's in order. That's what the steward does. Keeps the affairs of his Lord. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the money, whether it's the house, whether it's other servants, you know, the steward is like the right hand of the king, basically.
Yeah.
You know, but he's the right hand of the Lord of that house. You know.
Exactly.
And it's reading on, it says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Mm-hmm.
Action.
Yeah. Action.
Doers of the word.
Yeah. Reading on, it says, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he have. But and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to drink and to eat and drink and be drunken, the Lord of that servant, when he will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers.
Right, because you lost faith. You wasn't patient. The Lord said, "Woe unto you that lost patience, man. To what end should it be unto you?"
Yeah.
I mean, roughly quoting, you know. But that's what it is. You lost patience, man. All right. The Lord said, "Occupy till I come," and then He told us what to be occupied in. Prophecy. You know.
Which is His Spirit, man.
Exactly.
You know. Reading on, verse 47.
He said, "You will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers," which is what, man? Thermonuclear destruction.
That's right.
You don't want that.
Nah, you don't want those problems.
Hell no. That's you ever, man? When you watch documentaries of the nuclear missiles, you see the capability that it has, man. You be like, oh man.
That's a plague, man. Yeah. That's a serious plague right there, man.
The scriptures describe it as a plague,
Yeah, man. Hey, verse 47, it says, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
Yeah. And this ain't talking about Esau having us in slavery, by the way, because this is the scripture they used to use when we was in captivity. Which we still in captivity, but I'm talking about we was in hardcore bondage underneath these devils.
Christianity, plantation.
Christianity, yeah.
Plantation Christianity.
You know what I'm saying? This is talking about if you know to do, to him that knoweth to do right, do if it not, to him it is sin.
Yeah.
You know? And the Lord say and the wages of sin is death. So He said He gonna be beaten with many stripes, meaning the Lord, He's gonna put a world of hurt upon you without mercy. Because you didn't do what He commanded you to do, man. Which the main thing is to feed His flock, and the main way of feeding His flock is being on the highways and byways, man.
That's right. You
know?
That's right, brother. Verse 48, it says, but he that know not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes, for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required, and to whom men committeth much, of him they will ask the more.
Yeah, you know, because the more knowledge you gain, the more edification you're supposed to be putting out, man. The more.
Hey, the scriptures say, "The greater are humble thyself," because guess what, man? When you're in this work, man, you're a servant unto the listeners, man. You're a servant, man. You're a servant unto them when you have the knowledge, wisdom, and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, and you know what I'm saying. You have to be a minister, man, which makes you a servant unto the listener, and that's why it says the greater thou art, because the more knowledge you have, the more you have to edify and teach, man. So that's the more you are, you're more of a servant then.
Yeah.
So you gotta humble yourself, because a master doesn't like being a servant unless he's dealing with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you know.
And that's us spiritually washing the elect's feet, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Yahweh Shai, he was the greatest man. He is the greatest man ever, man.
Ever.
You know? You see Yahweh and then Yahweh Shai. You know, and he came in riding on an ass. He washed the disciples' feet. He fed the people literally and spiritually.
Was put to death for no reason.
No reason.
Was beaten with stripes for no reason.
Yeah.
Was spit on and harassed and defamed and despised for no reason, other than he came with the truth. That's it.
That's all he did, man. He was a humble man. That's why the scriptures refer to him as a lamb.
Khan.
You know?
Khan. We got this last one of the Sirach.
Yeah.
What is Sirach 5 and 7? Yep. The Sirach 5 and 7 says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." Keep going.
No, that's it. That's plain to the point, man. Make no tarrying, meaning like don't wait to come to the Lord, man. The Lord said, "Draw nigh unto me, and I will draw nigh unto thee."
Mm-hmm.
You know, putting yourself out there in the highways and byways, sacrificing whatever time that you could to put forth to the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
Mm-hmm.
Being out there in the highways and byways. There's no excuse for you not to be out there in the highways and byways. I remember, I still to this day listen to a video that Apostle Gabar Salakia did. He was speaking about no excuse of you not coming out, and he talked about instance where he walked from one part of New York to another part of New York where the old school was, and he said it took him 4 hours to walk from his house or where he was living to the school to receive the knowledge of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's an extreme example of dedication, man, and faith. You know, so if an apostle could walk 4 hours to get to the school to receive the Spirit of the Lord, you know, how much more if you're in a car and you are like an hour drive away. You got some brothers that drive 2 hours every weekend to get to camp, man. You know, in various different camps. You know, and then brothers willing to give rides and all that, and then, you know, adjust the time schedule if need be for brothers to be able to make it.
That's right.
You know, so
right.
You gotta be out there in them streets, man. Gotta be out there in them streets. You know, you ain't got nothing to say to no man of the Lord that's out there on the highways and byways if you ain't, man.
Exactly. Because if the internet was shut down, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
How are you gonna magnify what was given to you without the internet if you're not out there on the streets?
Yeah. Who's witnessing to your works?
Exactly. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the last couple of weeks, man, we've been having people coming to us like, man, we be seeing you out here every week. Yeah. We see you out every week. We just want to know what you guys are talking about. Yeah. And it's been like that for the last couple of weeks. Man, actually, it's been like that for longer than that because we've been getting it everywhere we go now. We see you out here. We just want to know what your message is. Yeah. Sometimes you guys just look so mean that we don't want to approach.
That's always yelling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We get that all the time. But yet and still, man, that's a testimony unto us being out there and being diligent in the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. That's right. And they don't know why they saying it. It's the Spirit of the Lord, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So that was the last scripture.
Hey, that was it.
All right.
I mean, I can grab this. I can grab this real quick. We in on this one.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 55:1. Ho, all everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, And he that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money, without price. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not?
Right, because the word said, the scriptures say, the man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord, man. The waters is talking about the word. The money is talking about the word.
The milk. Oil.
All that talking about the word. The wine.
Honey.
Yeah, honey. Talking about the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the true doctrine. Okay?
It says, hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight in its fatness.
Yeah, let your soul delight in its fatness, man. Showing you that it's talking about your spiritual food, man. All right. And it said come to the water, like, yeah, dive into this word. All right, but there's multiple levels of it, man.
Yeah.
It starts with you hearing it, and then it builds your faith to you. Like, all right, I'm gonna come out there with you. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna stand on the outside and listen.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's cold or if it's raining or it's snowing, whatever. This word is more important than how I'm feeling right now.
Bro. My first time ever meeting these brothers at the camp, bro. It rained so hard, man, and I didn't have a coat. I was drenched, and I didn't leave. I left when these brothers left, man. When I hopped in my car, I soaked my seat because my whole body was drenching wet, man. Like I literally wrung my clothes out from rain, and they sponged out hella water, man. And that's just a little testimony of hey, man, hey, if you're thirsty, you gonna come get this drink, man.
Yeah.
And you only get to drink when you hit them highways and hedges, man. You get a little taste off of the internet videos because brothers are more specific to a point that they're trying to make. When you're on the highways and hedges, you come up with questions. Hey, brothers got answers.
Yeah.
As much time as you have is as much time we have to give to you.
It's raw in the spirit, and there's no acting.
Yeah, and we're edifying and answering questions because it tells you I forget how it goes, but it says answer every man according to the fear and the damn.
Well,
it's a lot.
Ezekiel, the scriptures in Ezekiel, it talks about the stick, and it says when it's out there, when people are going to inquire and ask you, what meanest thou by this? All right, and that's them questioning, and then guess what? We explain it to them, man. We explain, like, okay, this is the situation, this is what's going on. This is what this sign means. These are who these people are. These are men of the Lord. These are the men who the Lord is dealing with. All right. And then we go on. It gets deeper and deeper. These are actually they're dealing with the elect of these people. And Esau is the so-called white man, and all these other nations are heathens, and they're going into slavery, and then all that, man. And it's all unscripted because the word is in us, man. All right. Now, and that it's just that simple, man. It's just like gang members, right? If you on the internet claiming that you in the gang and you doing all this stuff, so when you get seen in person, people are gonna expect you to be who you showing yourself to be on the internet, man. And then when you get checked, it's like, oh, dude, you ain't really about what you saying you about. And then you get exposed, and then boom, next thing you know, you're in a world of hurt. It's the same, but it's even more serious with this word, man. That's why we read be doer of the word, not a hearer only, man. Because faith without works is dead. And if you say you got the faith and you got all this knowledge, man, you're gonna show it via your works. So I mean,
yeah, I can't even find it. I know where I can find it, but hey, man.
Not saying that this is a gang, by the way, either. We ain't affiliated with no gangs or nothing. I'm just, using it as an example. So like.
Yeah, no, you all good, bro. Hey, that's pretty much the lesson, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Hit those highways and hedges, man. Because first and foremost, that's the sacrifice that the Heavenly Father is appeased with, man. Is a sacrifice of oneself. because that's the only righteous sacrifice we can make.
Yeah.
We can't. There ain't no more sacrificing no turtle doves and none of that.
Yeah.
It's just a sacrifice of yourself now, and you make that sacrifice by hitting those highways and hedges, man, and being servants unto the Lord's elect, man. You know, as we seen from the apostles and elders, hey, man, so shall we do, man. You know, because that's the spirit of the Lord, man.
That's right. That's right. Like you said, the apostles laid the foundation, man. So, hey, with that, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, the message is received. You know, I can keep enduring and fighting the good fight of faith. As always, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash.
All right, double honors unto the apostles and the elders. All right, continuously show us the right way, and lead the nation of Israel. And shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect Akim. Shalom.
Shalom.